So last night we made it all the way to here and we were at the end of this string of lights. Now I have 2 more lights here, but I can't figure out a great way to be able to put these on the roof. So if I put them here, they just aren't lined up the same distance as the other lights, and it just doesn't look great. Well, that's the great part about the Pro model is I have these couplings that I can do, so I can cut the wire, add a coupling, add an extension, and then start where I want the next row of lights to start. Now make sure before you do any of this, you unplug it from the power before you cut, but I'm just going to be using a set of wire cutters and strippers to then add the couplings. All right, so first thing we're going to do is check that I have unplugged it, which I have. Now when cutting, you want to cut in the middle of the wire so that you can reuse the leftovers if you need to, so that you still have enough here. All right, we have now cut the cable. So we could reuse this, and before we drop this, we're going to see what end it is, because this is the same end we need to attach to this. So here are the 2 different ends. So this is the matching one that we want to use because we have removed it. So then we would use this if we need to cut another one short, and we use the other end of it. So there we go, we're going to put this away. Now we're going to drop that, and we're going to attach this. So inside here we have the different color of wire. So we're going to strip this, and then we pull these down, place the wire in, clamp it down, and then we will have a new wire. Now before we do all that, you do need to make sure that you add the end cap or waterproof housing this way, and there we'll split the wires into there and pull it through. So put that on, separate our wiring. So we put that on, and then we can tighten this. Now it has gripped onto that. So now we're going to strip these cables. So now that we have it stripped, the question is, where do we put what wire into the other housing here? So right here on the manual, it says red is going to be the printing. Then yellow is going to be the blank, which is this. And then blue is going to be the dashed line. All right, so here we're going to start with blue. Open that up, place it in, and then clasp it shut. Okay, then I'm going to take red, and then yellow is blank. And do a pull test to make sure they are all secured. We're going to loosen this, slide this up. So now I'm going to hold this end so they're not twisting, and I'm going to twist the housing back onto the rest of the IP68 housing. And then we're going to attach this on, screw it down all the way to secure it. And now we have our coupling to our new endpoint. And now I can attach it to my extension, and we can keep going. So if you need to cut an extension at some point, you could then use another one of these to shorten the extension to get it perfectly lined with your home. You need to make sure this is always with the extension. You couldn't cut before that, but here, let's say we only need like half the extension. I could then cut at this point and then add on another end, but here we're just going to run this. We're then going to add another extension on to the next section of lights. And so here's what that ended up looking like. We kind of moved some of the metal here down so it didn't cut the wire, and we have it lined up perfectly right there. And we're going to continue on this one. The goal is less wire seen, the better. So we brought the extension up here. We're hiding it behind that part. It's coming over here, and then it's gonna go all the way up there. But then is what we did is we attached the line to do a little pre-planning of where it's gonna go. So we're gonna have it end there. So we'll start right here, do that, and then we'll be able to line up the rest of the extension and hide it so it's all aligned correctly.